welcome back to another episode of Main Street Prowlers. It was a busy weekend for everyone. So welcome back.
We got a little guest.
We do? Ooh.
Right here.
Wow. He's a distractor.
Hi, Bernie.
Oh, it's little Bobby.
Anyways. Let's start it off, though, in a real setting now. So, the Super Bowl was this weekend. Kind of a interesting Super Bowl as well. So, what are your guys' thoughts on that?
I think both teams played hard game and hard fought game. There should have been some calls that didn't get called, but we have that in every sport. They don't see everything. Because even, the face mask, if you look at the view that everybody had at the time, I didn't see it right away.
All right.
I didn't see it until they put it in slow motion that he grabbed the helmet and yanked him down. You think about it, the way the cameras were directly on the players, if we didn't see it, there is that chance the refs didn't see it.
Right, exactly. So that's a true testament to
different angle.
Also, some calls in the FPHL. So let's bring that back to the refs also here. So we can relate here to the bad calls. We really can. But still needs to get better.
It does, because you don't want to see a game end for stuff like that. The Rams prevailed in the end. So great, Matthew Stafford.
All right.
Congratulations. So,
especially coming from Detroit.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
That's definitely
and that does go to show. A lot of people say that nobody followed Stafford, and at first, a lot of us true fans, wanted the best for Stafford and complained that either he had the offense and no defense, or no running backs, or he had the running backs and no receivers. He never had the whole team at once. He never had the full team.
Right.
So,
always at half.
Yeah, he didn't have what he needed here.
Exactly.
I could see a movie coming.
And the only one that he really had going for him, I believe, there are two: Golden Tate.
Yep.
And Calvin Johnson.
Yep, but again, then he didn't have the other areas when they double coverage the players. Because naturally, if those are the top players, you're going to cover them.
Exactly.
So it's so you still have to have the running backs and receivers together. You got to have both.
Exactly.
And defense.
Yes. And how many times did we watch our defense fail on him?
0.
And the only real good defenseman that we've had that I can remember is Sue.
Yep. Which I didn't like his tactics.
Well, you have to admit he got shit done.
He got things done, but I don't like to. You don't stomp on a player when they're down.
When he was in there, they had the number one defense. And after that, we were going.
But his tactics is what got him, I think, traded, because a lot of teams don't want to be part of that.
Especially since he was getting suspended every year.
Yep. And he's still like that if you watch him play now.
All right. And AK. But that brings us to another thing, too. It's not FHL. It's Brad Marchand.
Yep.
He was just suspended for punching and hitting a goalie.
Yep.
And because he was a multi-suspension holder, he got 6 games. I don't know if anybody saw that one.
What one?
The Brad Marchand suspension. Why he got? So.
Oh no.
Ellie's just commenting on the suspension. Then, does a player deserve 6 games if he goes after a goalie for intentionally trying to injure a goalie?
Yes. Actually, you should be out for the season. I feel if it's intent to injure, anytime you intend to injure, or like you said, if you go on their history too, if their history is, like we said, Donovan Sue, the suspension should get worse.
Right.
Because you're not learning. anytime you're intent to injure anybody, because like I said, we don't want players out. I love hockey. I love watching, my hockey, and I don't want to see any player out from any team.
Right.
And we froze.
Of course we froze. Because,
I like the hair.
But, anyway, so that's, that brings it to the real point of, this past weekend with us in Port Huron.
Yes. I don't feel it was a clean hit. I feel you said it would be considered targeting, because he never let up. He came in full speed and put the elbow into it. To me, that's not a clean hit.
Right.
And it's not so much the hit that upset me. It's some of the comments from the Carolina fans in the chat room after the hit. Welcome to Carolina, homie. After he's laying on the ice for 5 minutes. If he's already laying there that long, he's injured. Why is a comment like that needed?
Exactly. So it's definitely something that needs to be looked in further.
Yeah.
Especially since there was no
like I said, it's not even just the hit. It's the the rude comments. They would be all over it if it was one of their players.
Right. And
What a dirty hit.
That's about right.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's about right.
not even trying to be a striker.
The thing is, if you sad part is if you look at the history between Carolina and all the teams, it seems like this stuff is day in, day out anymore. They had issues with Watertown. They had issues with
Columbus
the week before. When does it stop? Because I do feel they're out to injure the players. Because every team they've been playing lately is either had players go down or get jumped.
And you have players out there that can't afford to be hit one last time.
Right.
Like Johnny Ruiz. He's went down with a major injury last year.
Right.
And
you never know when it's going to be a career ending.
Right.
You don't.
And that's what I was scared for a lot of these players recently is that they've been, it looked like it could have been career ending.
And you got to think, the other part is these guys play mostly for the love of hockey. They don't make much money. They're trying to give you something, entertainment to go watch and go do. And, it's not a living for them.
Exactly.
They have jobs, too, a lot of them.
They just take up their time out of their own time to play, entertain with the people.
And trust me, I've been through a career-ending kind of thing because I can't go back to normal jobs myself. I can't go back to any standing job because I was injured on the job. So I feel for these people that are getting
paid good money and then all of a sudden now they can't play at all.
Exactly.
I'm talking about your higher leagues where you actually get paid good.
Exactly.
That career-ending injury, if you didn't plan ahead, could be devastating.
Exactly.
Isn't it the ECHL so you start getting paid more?
I don't know.
Or is it the NHL?
Another thing I wanted to bring up is our NHL. Yeah. How do you... I don't agree with them letting them stay and play in a 5,000 seat arena.
God.
Where?
Oh my God. That's Phoenix, Arizona Coyotes.
Oh yeah, they're in pickle right now.
No, they're not moving.
not.
They're not moving. They were approved to go play at a college arena.
Arizona Tech.
Oh really?
At the Arizona Tech College.
And their arena is whether it be new or not, they shouldn't be allowed to play in a 5,000 seat arena, especially since. Remember back when we had a team called the Atlanta Thrashers?
Well, it's not even that. My thing is if you're going to make the team carry itself, how much would you have to sell those tickets at?
Exactly. But the fact though,
so the league's going to be carrying them again.
It's just funny though, because it comes down to the seating though, because they made the Atlanta Thrashers move because they could only secure a 10,000 seat arena down in Atlanta, and so they're like 10,000 is not less than 5,000. So why are they getting off that?
Right.
Where is this at?
Right. I just think it's funny when I saw that. It's like, you got to be kidding me. 5,000 seat arena.
especially since they're going to be playing in it for the next 3 years.
And that's the thing. That's what I don't get. Now, for 3 years, the league's going to have to help carry them because there's no way you're going to be able to sell a ticket at the price that you're going to need to make a profit.
And especially since the league already announced, they already have the most profit sharing they can get.
Yeah.
So, whether they get something under the table or not, which they most likely will. I'm sorry, that's just my opinion. I'll be honest, that's my opinion. They're going to get something under the table because it's Gary Bettman.
Yeah.
Hate me or not, again, this is a fan show. It's hearsay.
It's our opinion.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I just don't think it's right. I don't because even when they build the new arenas, they base it on what they know they need for seating.
That's a small arena.
You can't.
It's
Just
stupid.
even for our league, they try to make sure there's enough seating, and that's why St. Clair Shores didn't work. Mostly, because you would have to sell out every night for that team to make a profit,
Right.
or to, even,
like the Bobcats.
so you gotta. I just don't get it.
As what I don't get though too is with Elmira and Mississippi coming in the league next year, we'll have at least four arenas bigger than an NHL team's capacity.
Yeah.
So what?
They're probably keeping them there for this season.
No, for the next 3.
Next 3.
Yeah.
3 years.
Holy cow.
They are approved for a 3-year contract
I thought it was just
to
for
play
this
there.
season.
No, for 3 years to play there while they figure out an arena.
I was like, on one hand, I get it because they need to build a whole new arena.
But the thing is, it don't even sound like they've been approved for plans to build an arena yet. So how would they,
Exactly.
get, because without even having plans for where the arena's going to be at and what they're going to do, you would think that 3 years could be more. Because how long does it take to build the arena and get it fully up and functional?
Exactly. And it's he only did it to themselves. So
That is.
How long does Seattle's take?
They're going to be in there to 2025.
it took them 4 years.
4 years to build.
And they already have the massive structure to back it up too, so they didn't have to build everything.
That's what I'm saying.
And a little.
And what's his reason why he lost the original arena?
Income taxes. So he wasn't.
He wasn't paying his bills.
Exactly. So if they can't make enough money to pay their bills,
How is he going to build a new arena?
exactly. So this is why I say, bring them to Houston, where they're guaranteed the profit.
Right. I can agree that. I can see that. I don't want to see a team lost either. That's my point. But if it's not working where they're at, they're not making the money.
Trust me, I love seeing a team in Arizona, but
If it's not making money, how many times has it failed now in that area?
exactly.
I know it's not the first.
I mean, let's be honest. This is just one continuous fail since like 2005.
Right.
Let's just be honest.
Yeah.
So if it's not working, you either relocate or fold it.
Right.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's going to be to 2025.
Yep.
3
Yeah.
years.
You have a new arena in Quebec City. You have an almost brand new arena in Houston.
Yep.
That in cities that have known to support NHL and WHL teams.
They just, I'll give Texas a props. They just support their sports.
Yes, they do. Because look at Dallas, a team that shouldn't be playing in a freaking desert
Oh, are you talking
That's
and
about,
what
surviving. Yeah.
are you talking about the Toyota Center in Houston?
Oh yeah.
But that's
Well,
my
not-
point.
Yeah.
Texans just they support their state. They do. They're true
They're
supporters
diehards.
of the state.
Houston.
Almost every
Because
night.
even still, they had to adjust
Keep it
because of
cold.
the heat. How they turned out the first year, I really am. Their first season went from 800 to 1,000 to 1,200 to 1,600. Yeah, whatever.
It looks like
Well, I don't. They were a world hockey
Yeah.
to come back.
Oh yeah.
And then, I mean, we already have the Winnipeg Jets come back, so
Right.
let's be honest, nostalgia's
That's the location too.
yeah,
They say it's a huge team.
yeah,
You know, you gotta
right. And the only and
the issue you have over there is especially with all this stuff that's going on right now, the travel.
yes,
You got to make sure wherever you put them, it's not going to be a lot of travel on the team.
exactly.
Financially.
And
and that's the biggest reason why I don't think when we had the teams over in Canada coming for our FPHL, it didn't help matters either because of the travel
Exactly.
and coming across the border.
I can see another.
You know, it makes it hard. It really does.
So the best option then, what I think, I personally, and I don't want to see it, but because it make conferences uneven again, is Quebec City. That's the most logical in Canada.
Yep. And the other thing for SPHL, if we had Canadians, to me, you need more than one riding together. That way, yeah, unfortunately they play each other a lot, but at least, you know, it's safe on the travel.
But it's good though, because Brampton just opened up. They the ECHL team folded a couple years ago.
Well, you understand what I'm saying, you know,
Yeah.
if you don't have more than one, we only had the one team over there, so
Right.
they always had to come here or we went over there. It wasn't so much for us going over there, it's them having to come over here constantly
Exactly.
to travel to play.
So if we get Brampton and Cornwall at least, because Cornwall could survive if they had the Brampton
right.
counterpart,
Right.
like you were saying. So and that's the one thing is that we can also get Thunder Bay back in here because they haven't had a team. They used to survive constantly
population.
the UHL.
That's my point, you know, if we were to try to have them over there again, we'd need more than one, to start out. You can't expect one team at it for that type of area to really survive.
Exactly.
Honestly, I wish it would have, but I just, it's especially now with the different border crossing rules and
Exactly.
it'd be even worse now.
Also, another one that could possibly support it again is Brantford. I forgot about that one. I just started thinking about the smoke, so I'm sorry. I had.
That's fine.
But they have their options though, which is what we're saying.
Yep.
But with that though, we will
Talk about our Prowlers when we come back.
something that we kind of neglected to do over this thing, but
Well, normally our first segment is talk about a lot of stuff,
True.
different things that are going on for the sport and all that. Our first segment is usually, talking about what we did over the weekend for the, watching the football,
right.
I didn't party. I just sat at home and watched Rob's video of some guy cussing up a storm because he didn't win $7,000.
That being said, though, MainStreetForTheWater.com. We'll be right back after these messages, and make sure to don't cuss during the break.
And little Bobby says hi.
Hey guys, it's Crystal from the Port Huron Prowlers. Back to you from behind the scenes. I'm with Mitz today, and Mitz and I are here to give you guys some examples of things the guys would like on the bus trip. Mitz, do you think the guys would like granola bars? What about fruit and vegetables? Okay, not vegetables, but how about fruit? Cases of water? What about some Powerade and Gatorade? Well, there you have it. Some true facts of what Mitz thinks our boys should have on the road trips. Thanks for watching and enjoy the show.
Well, not really. We got the beat. Oh, Elite Wrestling tomorrow, guys. If you're on wrestling. I can't believe I let myself get caught. That one was good.
Hey there, I'm Chris.
And I'm Kelly.
You might remember One Love Weekly used to be called One News Weekly. Well, that was season 1, and now we're coming into season 2. We've changed up the format, and we're bringing the news to you in a more personal issue. We're gonna give you more real-life situations to react to these news stories.
Hey, wherever you're listening to, whether it be Spotify, Apple,
And I hope you enjoy for the future episodes.
Hey, this is...
But
There was very few penalties called that I recall. 60-minute few penalties called that I recall. 60-minute hockey.
and so we saw 883 at the game on Friday.
Yep.
I ended up losing 5-4, which is sad because we were up 32 at the end of the second.
Okay.
So we have no one to blame but ourselves. And Stephen Fowler to go up 1-0. Carolina answered that to tie the game at 1 from Tim Perks, assist to Caleb Ford and Dawson Baker, and then a game-winning goal 5-4, 18-20 in the third. And Jason Stone puts Carolina up with an assist from Blake Peavy. You have to give them credit though. Port Huron stayed within the game without any of their top line scoring. Yeah. So you have to give them credit on that because they're passing the puck around. They're giving everyone a chance to score.
Yeah, but as we say, sometimes you can pass too much because there was many times where they were wide, the goalie was wide open, and they passed it instead of shooting.
Right.
You know,
true.
those situations, you know, you shoot, you don't pass. You got a wide open net. You know, I do agree that they, you know, there's times where they need to pass more because, you know, they're covered, but there was several times where they had the wide open.
Right.
They called by now because it didn't get even reviewed.
Exactly.
And he already played another game, so
right.
It's pretty much too late to. And injury. You know.
Caleb Ford. So, and then the third star.
Guys standing around, you make a comment saying, "Paul, and watch your back. They're gonna jump you probably like Watertown did." You know, we're not Watertown players that can be goons. No, we wouldn't. We don't attack somebody from behind like that. That was just another really rude comment.
It don't matter.
Even if they lose,
They can lose 7-2.
and they'll put Carolina.
8-0 point.
They'll find a way to give their, you know, because they don't play it by how the guys played on the ice.
The first period was quiet. The second period though, minute 9, Carolina goes up 1-0 off a goal from DeClan Conway, assist to Everett Thompson and Cameron Dimmitt. And then Port Huron ties it at 7:39 to the second, off a goal from Eden Morgan, assist to Matt Graham and Dalton J. Carolina goes up 2-1 at 8:41. So just over a minute later, off a goal from David Nicoletti and assist from Ross Barlett and Victor Gramenikov. 12:20, Carolina goes up 4-1 off of a goal from Cody Oak. 7 in the third, off of a goal from Stavros Salas and assist to Dante Sufrende and Isaiah Crawford. 5:18 into the third, John Petita scores off of a assist from Caleb Ford with a goal from Victor Gramenikov, assist to Everett Thompson, and assist goal for Carolina. Blake Peavy's shorthanded goals are a nemesis lately now.
Yeah. Now this night, nice penalty list.
That's going to take it.
This one was wrong.
John Petita for Carolina gets a tripping call. 10:46 into the first, Everett Thompson for Carolina gets an interference with Dawson Baker, gets roughing. And then 12:57 into the second, Blake Peavy of Carolina gets a roughing with Nick Williams getting a instigator for fighting and an aggressor for a game misconduct, unsportsmanlike. Then 19:33 into the second, Stavros Salas roughing. Blake Peavy, Mike Wynn up Port Huron gets a slashing. 9:35 into the third. Jason Stokes gets a roughing. Getting a sportsmanlike. And then Jason Stokes gets the aggressor with for a game misconduct.
I believe he got a suspension on that too.
Yep. Dante's 1846. And Dawson Baker gets 2 game misconducts for unsportsmanlike. And Dante's friend gets unsportsmanlike for a game misconduct as well.
2?
Yeah, because
Two
they
games
left it
contact.
out there, so it ain't a mistake. He had to done something major to get it. 'Cause the second one is the only thing I can think of afterwards. Because,
Unless he just,
Right.
you know, but how do you get 2?
Exactly.
I was looking at that. I was like,
I have noticed another thing with Carolina. They love ejecting Williams.
Nick Williams and Jason Stone both suspended for 1 game.
Yeah. Which I think is BS. But, because like I said, it seems like they try to find a way to kick Williams out of the game every time he plays there.
Right. Which is.
And again, I will say that is a weekend where if the refs actually did their job and called some of the other calls they should have called, because it's not just a hit on our guy. There was other hits on other people, even on the Carolina, that didn't get called, and it leads to stuff like this.
Exactly.
Penalties, usually there's stuff that leads up to it.
Exactly. And free maybe. But anyways, coming up this weekend though, we do have 3 games against the same team.
Yep.
So it'll be interesting to see how this weekend goes.
Saturday's breast cancer awareness, I think, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, this weekend's the breast cancer awareness. Not Friday night. Friday night was Valentine's.
So Friday night, Carolina travels Port Huron with a 7:05 start. Let's go with Boston.
First night, we're playing Columbus or Carolina.
Carolina.
3-5
And then Dayton.
4-2 us.
And then me. I'm going with a 4-3 win. It's going to be close. A lot of penalties. I'll be honest, it's going to be a lot of penalties tonight.
Yeah, I think this weekend's gonna be worse.
Yep.
And little Bobby says 1-0. 3-1 us.
Justin.
3-2 us with a fight.
Okay.
If Williams will be back.
David.
4-3 us.
I'm going with a 5-2 win. With 2 fights during the game. 2.
Who's gonna get the fights?
Nick
well-
Williams.
And one of them gonna be a goalie.
Yes. Nick Williams versus goalie.
Purple guy
Well,
says
Colin
1-0.
loves to start fights.
Yes, he does.
He might actually.
Holland versus Williams.
Yep.
I can see that happening as a goalie.
Yeah.
But he likes to slap guys with his stick.
Exactly.
He's the one that kicks the nets off.
Yes,
Yeah.
he is. But he also likes to hit people with his stick as they go by.
Oh yeah, I remember the one. That
Like I said, he played for us, and I know his tactics.
I remember.
Yeah.
I remember the one night.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's
I know his tactics. He likes to hit with his stick. Okay, Sunday's game.
Ray. 2-1 us. Regulation. He says 1-0 still.
okay. Justin, right?
Chicken bone.
Dayton.
4-2, empty netter. They're gonna pull their goalie to try and even up the score.
I better turn that video on before
I'm going 5-2, empty netter. Because we'll get one after the empty net. And Paulin will try to beat up. So you hear that, Chipman? You need to beat net, you need to beat his butt.
Yeah.
So,
Hey, we might see a fight in there.
At our regular scheduled time, hopefully.
Guys, some examples of things the guys would like on the bus trip. Mitts, do you think the guys would like granola bars? What about some Powerade and Gatorade? Well, there you have it. Some true facts of what Mitts thinks our boys should have on the road trips. Thanks for watching and enjoy the show.
If you're on wrestling. I can't believe I let you.
Hey there, I'm Chris. Well, that was season 1, and now we're coming into season 2. We've changed up the format, and we're bringing the news to you in a more how you can love thy neighbor more. And I'm excited to bring on my co-host and correspondent, Kelly.
That's me. You give us a subscribe and a follow and a share and whatever else you want to do. Make sure that you tell your friends about us.
And I hope you enjoy for the future episodes.
Hey, this is James Woolman here from Great Lakes Gaming. Are you looking for an excuse to get out of the house? Well, if so, we're your excuse. We have Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Magic the Gathering games all week long. We run leagues, and we're also open 7 days a week. Every Thursday, we are running disc golf leagues at Hollandwoods Middle School from 5 to 7, all through the spring and summer. Recently, we have become part of the WPN network of Wizards of the Coast. We're going to be starting trivia on Tuesdays, and we run a Super Smash tournament the first Saturday of every month. So that should be plenty of reasons for you to get out of the house.